Martin Obiriko no biriba Muhuni anja mamberiazi Mbonwa menzi Sana obre ocho Obizi nabe Usuwuzi nampwe muriba Mrebe ye biara obre obocho Inti sir na jiwenyi Wazuru koranji funye wana Zenye bia na wazuru ko Demti mampaba Munyamere so washwe Munye Defunye nyame Edwese pi nyame na cheza Ndu ahuru anwanwaza Enso pebre Anenye biezi so come to wa Adam nane shezi Sane riazi mautinyi Obiri korno biriba Muni ancho mamberiazi muwa menzi Sana obre ocho Obisu nizina be Usuzi nankwe mriba Mrebe ye biara.
So Lusani says he's missed his dad, and so he decided to play this song this morning. And there's music from Ebo Taylor. Now Ebo Taylor thought Lusani's dad had to play the strings, the guitar. So he just wanted to, remember his dad through the song.
Actually, it was Eugene that requested for the song.
Oh, it was him?
Yeah.
But what about my request?
And then who was?
Pat Thomas say in some Kikenya Dawson. I say in some Kikenya Dawson. But Ebo Taylor makes it seem as if you have a choice. When Ebo Taylor says, when you manage my baby, I say, Mama, baby, do you have a choice? You don't have a choice. If your father and your mother meet, you would come. You have no choice. You can't say you won't come. All right, so it's now some 22 minutes to 8 o'clock. And all is set in the studios of Love 99.5. All is set on Love in the Morning on Facebook for us to bring to you Love in the Morning for today, the 23rd of November 2023. So this is our conversation. Listen, the NPP says 4 of its members, and they are Yaboabing Asamoah, Nana Oheninto. Now, Yaboabing Asamoah was once the communication director for the NPP, once MP for Adentan constituency. Nana Oheninto was once the general secretary for the NPP. Boniface Sadiq and Hobson Adoye have forfeited their membership to the party due to their support for Alan Kojo Chemating. Now, although some people say it's a sack from the party, the general secretary for the NPP, that's the current general secretary, says, well, it's a forfeiture. And I'm talking about Justin Frimpong Kodia. He says they are forfeited being members of the NPP because they're campaigning for somebody else aside from the party's choice in the person of Dr. Baumia. And therefore, who say that they have not officially been communicators to, say, well, they have accepted their faith. They will not challenge it. They will have nothing to say. They're just moving on. But you and I know that politics is a game of numbers. Each vote counts. That's what they say. If that is really true, what will this decision by the NPP have on its fortunes going into the 2024 elections? Now, I said earlier that they have lost Alan Kojo Chemating some months ago. Now they've lost these 4. What does it mean for the NPP going into the 2024 general elections? Now, before I even introduce to you my guest, I'd like to share this information with you. That listen, we're live on Love in the Morning on Facebook. Join us there and drop comments based on our conversation. What do you think all this means to the fortunes of the NPP going into the 2024 elections? Aside from that, we have our WhatsApp number. It is 055-1111-995. 055-1111-995. That's our WhatsApp number. You can join us with your thoughts in the comments there as well. My guest for the show this morning is Dr. Richard Amakoba. He's a political scientist. It's been years since I saw him or even had a conversation with him. Doc, good morning to you.
Good morning.
And how are you doing?
I'm doing okay, small.
Now, answer say you.
No,
Answer say the same hairstyle, same, about you saying stuff like that. Them know you, Marty. Listen, this festive season, DSTV promises you nothing but so much fun that it go over you. Now, you know that we are your best plug for football, and we will bring you all the big games, the best commentary, and hopefully very little VAR drama on the pitch this holiday season. Now, if you're looking for great movies, great movies make for great conversations, and we have got plenty for you with our numerous movie channels. You are sure to find the perfect movie to make your day perfect. So maybe during the festive season, you like to be, attending to visitors, you like to be cooking and all that. If you're looking for something to keep the kids entertained whilst you're cooking that sumptuous jollof, well, we've got you as well, because we just have to hook them up to Cartoon Network, Disney Junior, Nickelodeon, and any of our many kids channels, and you are sorted. And if you have, you happen to be stepping out, maybe you want to come to the family party in the park, you want to come to the church kids party, well, we've got you covered, because your DSTV stream will help you not to miss anything at all on DSTV. So come on, dial *759# to reconnect or stay connected today and be part of all the excitement. DSTV, it's your moment. So, Doc, the NPP is dismissing, sacking, expelling Yaboabia Samoa, former communication director of the party, also former MP for Adentan, now into former general secretary of the party, Boniface Sadiq and Hobson Adoye. Bottom line, they have parted ways. How did they come to you? What's your take on this?
I wasn't happy about it. It's not a very good decision. It's a rash decision. When you become a party officials, don't take it personal. When you hear something, take your time. Sometimes it's a lot better to behave as if you have not heard it, even though you heard it. And then you have time to reconsider, make sure all sides are covered. And when you make the decision, there's no problem. There's nothing wrong with talking to them before you fire them. You understand? After all, party general secretary, and you treat him like that? No. You still treat him with respect. You understand? All of them are big guys. Alan.
Prominent here.
Well, why do you do that?
No, but again, the party says, first of all, they did not sack them, like you mentioned. They said it's not a sack. It's about going according to what the constitution of the party says. You forfeit your membership if you don't go, according to the dictates of the party.
I agree completely, but you don't have to announce it the time you announce it. That's what I mean. That's what I mean by sack. Because really, the party didn't sack them. It's there black and white. The rules are that if you support another candidate, you forfeit. Yeah. They knew that, those people who did that. They knew that. But you don't come and announce it right away because they did that or somebody is angry. Because 1 year is a long time. What? You don't change your mind anymore?
How should they have gone about it?
Wait a little bit. If you don't say anything, would that make the situation worse? This is why we are talking about, because of what they did. This has become headline news. Is it a good thing to become headline news that you're sacking your party members? No.
But again, every organization, every institution has its own rules of engagement.
Yes.
The party has its own constitution that it works with. Yes. Now, if you don't whip members in line, people who may do things contrary to what the constitution of the party's rule says, you are encouraging others to follow the same tangent. They might do things and get away with it. It might not be helping the party. How do you respond to that?
Well, I agree with that. But political party is a very different association. You see, people go in and out. Some new people come in, supporters who change their mind last minute. So you have to be cognizant of that. 1 year is a long time for people to change their mind.
But 1 year could allow them have ample time to do things that could also hurt the party.
Well, then fire them.
That's why they've been fired.
No, this is the first one. You talk to them, and they themselves will come and say, okay, since we've declared our intentions, we are no longer part of the party. Well, what does the party gain by saying we are fired?
They didn't say they fired them.
Or they are no longer part of it.
Because of the constitution of the party.
Don't we know that? Didn't they know that when they did that? They know. And so you haven't done anything to them. They knew that. And most people know that. Right? How can Alan remain a member of NPP when he formed a new party?
Yeah. Even that, we have heard some people say that he should be engaged with. It's not too late and all that.
Because people love the party and they want the family to come back together. But I don't know whether that's possible or not. But you should leave the door open just in case something happens. then that is a possibility.
Dr. Makuban, tell me, what do you think is happening to the NPP? I mean, as we speak, I was saying in my introduction a while ago that barely 3 months or so back, Alan Chamantin is no more a member of the party, prominent member. Currently, as we speak, since Monday, these 4, per the word of the General Secretary, Justin Frimpong Kodia, these 4 have forfeited to be members of the party. What is happening to the NPP?
And that do happen to NPP.
What do you mean by that?
Oh, he became the flag bearer and the president, and since then it's gone downhill all the way. That's what has happened to the party.
When you say this, I don't know where this is coming from, because, you are on record, Dr. Amakuban, to have said that Nanado has destroyed the NPP. You're on record to say that Nanado has destroyed, Ghana.
Yes. Yes, I'm on record. I said that, and I'll say it again. Look, if you care to look or search, most likely you will not find anyone who campaigned harder than myself on Nanado. Living in the bush, he comes to meet me at Ascent North. I was living in the bush, building the bridge there, and that's why we won when our brother won the first time. Now they took it back. Also, that will tell you that we really worked hard, and our hearts were in it. People travel from Accra to come back home to vote. When I have a video, I'll put it out now. I didn't put it out before because at the time Nanado was campaigning last minute, if I had put it out, then the NDC would have gone back and spread money and destroy whatever work we did.
What does the video entail? What's in that video?
Building the bridge, interviewing people from the town. You can see a person who is not a villager. They came from Accra with new clothes and things like that. So we they are using the bridge we are building. As we're building it, that's where they pass. Of course, there's a shortcut. And so, why are you here? Oh, I came to vote. What? Where are you coming from? Accra. And I say, Mahama is in trouble. Because in any election, when you see people go to great lengths just to vote, the incumbent is in trouble. That's what I said. And that's what we saw. So I knew Nanado was going to win. You see, our hearts were in it. It's my own money I use to build bridges. So my own money, my own strength, not that.
Do you feel bitter?
No.
I still a member of the NPP.
Yes, I don't feel bitter because all I wanted was for him to win. Because I believed in him. You see.
You don't believe in him anymore?
No.
What has changed?
Almost everything.
Like what?
Oh, governance itself, the system. He doesn't have what it takes to be president.
You didn't know this before he became president?
Before. Some people in the NPP knew, but they didn't say it. They went around the issue, round. They've never pinpointed that we've worked with this guy and he doesn't know what he's talking about.
Nanado doesn't know what he's talking about?
Well, yes. Don't you see, he's a packaged candidate. They packaged him. They cleaned him up, shine him up, and put it in front of us. And all of us were fooled.
When you say they, who are they? And when you say we're fooled, who are fooled?
The handlers, the people who are behind this whole arrangement. He says the right things, and then he does the wrong thing. That's consistently.
Nanado says the right things.
Yes.
But does the wrong things.
Yes. And recently, I think it was yesterday or so, he came out to tell us that anyone who is campaigning on tribal lines, I don't know what the word is, but in effect, he's saying that is wrong. It's not acceptable. You think so?
Well, this is Love in the Morning, and we're also live on Facebook Facebook on Love in the Morning as well. And our guest for this morning's conversation is Dr. Richard Amakuban. He's a political scientist. Now you can log on to Facebook and be a part of our conversation. Now the NPP has parted ways, with 4 prominent members: Yabo Abia Samoa, Nano Henning to Boniface Sadiq and Hobson Adoye. Now, knowing that politics is a game of numbers, what does this say to you? What does this mean to you? Parting ways with these people at this point in time. Well, Dr. Makuban says to him, he thinks that it is wrong. They should have waited for a while, giving them a little more rope. I asked, what about during that rope that they're giving, they're easy to hurt the party? He says, then you take action. But Dr. Makuban, if you listen to Yabo Abia Samoa and some of the reasons he gave for they endorsing, Alan Chamantin, and I'd like to read, in fact, I'd like to quote him. And so he says, He noted that noted that their continued support for Alan Kyerematen is born out of their conviction that Ghana needs a bold and viable candidate like Alan Kyerematen to meet the democratic and economic needs of the prevailing times. He went on to say, I and my friends, Hobson Adoye, Nana Oheninto, and Sadiq Abu Bakar Boniface, in our support for Alan Kyerematen, a man of vision, competence, integrity, and action, represents millions of Ghanaians who want to serve the country. I quoted him.
Yes.
What does that make of Bawumia's candidature then?
Well, okay, you can support one person against another in your own party, especially in the primaries. That's how it is. This is why we have primaries. There are many. Which one do you want? Let the people decide. That is not what happened in NPP. The party decided. That's the problem. As you said, there is a problem. The party decided. It is not the people who decided. And money decided. We want to buy vote, not to get elected. It was an auction that we went to, and the highest bidder won. You know the fact.
Is Bawumia the right person to lead the NPP into the 2024 elections?
Right now, no. Because if he were the right person, the party wouldn't have to come up with any shenanigans to make sure that he's the one who comes.
But he won. He won massively. I mean, the votes that Bawumia got in that elections.
Which one?
The one that has brought him as the leader. He's the one that has got the highest votes ever in NPP in terms of history.
This is all wrong. You see what you are saying now? They are going to the polls first to decide to remove 4 candidates from the list. Not so. The first vote, that's what it's for. Elimination of 4 people. Is that what we want to do? They turn it upside down into the most popular. Why? Is that why we went to vote? We went to reduce the numbers. It turned into the most popular. How did that come about? Because some people had an agenda that through that elimination vote would turn into this one is very popular. And they actually came on TV. Sir Chairman Sambonsu came and said, if a candidate gets more than something like 70%, the party should consider making that candidate honorable. And say, over a dead body, we will not agree. That's not the rules. So that was their plan. And that's why they worked so hard for him to appear popular. It's money. In Ghana here, if you pay money, what can you...
Dr. Makuma, are you saying that Bawumia is not popular enough to win the 2024 elections for the NPP?
Within the party, that popularity has gone down.
What about Ghana? He's a man leading the NPP into the 2024 elections. Yes. Now, listening to what Yabuabia Samoa has said about the reason why they're following Alan Kyerematen, I asked a question earlier whether it means that Bawumia doesn't have those qualities, and you're saying that, well, yes, to some extent. So, bottom line is, does Bawumia have what it takes to win the 2024 elections?
That one I cannot say right now because we still have one year to go, and the party is divided. You see, that's the main problem that the party executive should think about. How do we unite this party? Because you can't have a divided party win the general election.
So there's no unity in the NPP?
No.
Now,
sure.
Again, back to what you said a while ago. I mean, so Nanado has destroyed the NPP.
Yes.
You said Nanado has, destroyed Ghana.
Yes.
Let me even ask this question before I ask the other one that came to mind. Will you vote for the NPP in 2024 with Bawumia as the leader?
I don't know yet. I'm still waiting because 1 year, as I said, it's a long time to change your mind.
But the point is, you're a member of the NPP, and you
don't have to. Okay. What do we call skirt and blouse?
Okay, so you can vote for a parliamentarian and vote for the presidential and the parliamentarian.
Oh yes, and then you can vote for this candidate, a particular candidate.
Is it possible you will not vote for Bawumia in 2024?
It's always possible not to vote for your party. Nothing says.
I'm talking about you personally, Dr. Makoba.
I don't know yet. That's the honest truth.
You haven't made up your mind?
No. I don't. I'm listening to them. I'm watching what's going on. If the party executive up the ante by doing the things they've done in the past, then I will not vote for them.
Is it not disturbing if somebody who is listening to us right now is MPP? Is it not disturbing if the person hears you say that you're not sure whether you're going to vote for Bawumia in 2024?
Because so many things have gone on, and I tell you the shenanigans that went on. Okay, you Ghana here. I'm sorry, I'll not put you on the spot. The presenters behave as if they came from the moon. They are not living in Ghana. We have to say what is going on. Well, you heard that. In fact, you should even know more than I do. You are the presenter. You read more, watch the news, whatever. And so when I say something that is common knowledge, you shouldn't behave and say, huh? Really? No. You know what I'm talking about. all of us.
So again, if you're saying that there's no unity in the NPP, shenanigans are going on
Yes.
and all that. I have heard people say, for example, that if you don't toe the line of the president,
Yes.
then you're out of the party and all that. But
I don't think you are out of the party, but you're on his wrong side.
You're on his wrong side.
Yes.
So which means that bottom line, what the president is doing, based on some people's comments, what the president is doing is not helping the party. But the parties has leadership. There are some founding fathers, there are leaders in there. What are they doing? If indeed what we are hearing is true, why are they not saying anything or doing anything?
Maybe they see something different from what we see. That's the thing. When you get money, your eyes be double. That's the thing. And so they don't see what we see. You understand? But it's not only money that does everything. We saw that in Asen North. We went there and lost. When we didn't have any money, we won. It's not opposition. We won Asen North. Why?
Are you saying that the leaders are scared? You know, you have the national executives there and all that. For example, Hackman Osuajiman is there and all that. You're saying that what? They have made money. They are scared to speak. Is that what you're saying?
I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about some people think money can do everything. I'm saying it's not true. It can't. So we won Asen North when we had no money in opposition. We lost Asen North now, but we are in government. Not so. In spite of what we did, all the money things, whatever, came to nothing. That's what I'm talking about. And that's how it works. It's not everything that money can buy. And so, especially in critical elections, which 2016 was a critical election. This one is not.
The 2024 elections is not?
No.
Why is it not a critical election?
Well, it's not going to change much. But when you want to dispose of the existing government and bring a new one in, that's critical election. Things will change. Now, unfortunately, it changed for the worse.
You change for the worse?
Yes. That's what I see. I only say what I see. You understand? Some things I will not say. But when they try to print or paint a different picture from the reality, you should not allow them to do that. That is dishonest.
And again, that's what I'm saying. So we have President Kufuor, you have Hackman Osuajiman, you have Michael Quay, you have big guys in the party. If things are not going well, can they speak out?
Well, many people in Ghana have this idea that if you support a party, you should support the party no matter what. I don't have that idea.
I agree with you on that, because even in Parliament, that's what happens. We don't toe lines that will help the greater Ghana, the good of Ghana. We toe party lines. But I'm talking about the disunity in the party. I'm talking about the problems in the party. If they are leaders and there's a house on fire or a house about to collapse, shouldn't they speak out?
They should. That's what they are there to do. But the culture in Ghana is such that, as I told you, many people think that you don't criticize your own. You say, where? You closed all the doors. Which room do you want to go and wash it in? It's all locked. And so you have no choice but to speak in public. You talk to them, they don't mind you. You understand? And so you left me no avenue. They do things as if the party belongs to those who are elected, inexperienced people elected. They are the ones in charge, so now they decide everything. But we are also members of the party. I can tell you flatly that in terms of party organization and structure, dynamism, NDC is doing better than NPP. Because they reach out to the supporters, to the people, educated people in the party. They come up with scenarios and get help from all corners of the party. We don't do that. It's the only elected people who come and tell you, who am I? So
having mentioned the NDC and saying that they're doing better in that state, what do you make of the candidature of John Dramani Mahama? Good candidate for NDC for the 2024 elections? Is it a better alternative?
Because I'm not a member of NDC, it's hard
You're Ghanaian.
to say. Yes, I will speak about him, but I have to give some qualification. If I say one way or the other, they'll say, he's campaigning against him. I'm not campaigning against anybody. The point is that Mahama has come and shown us what he can do. I've seen him at work, and it didn't work. He couldn't see very far. And when he left, he left completely demoralized. What is he coming now to do that we should expect, to look forward to? That's my problem.
Between Nando and John Dramani Mahama, who did a better job in the office as president?
Oh, that was very easy. You just looked at the records.
You tell me. I want to hear from you.
Oh, I haven't. Oh, hands down is Mahama.
Mahama has done better than.
Oh yes, because
so if you say he's done it before, and what is he coming to do? And you're saying that he did better, in office than Nanado, which means that if he gets a nod again, he might do better.
No, if he knows how to do better, he would have done it.
But he did better than Nanado, according to you.
That means Nanado's standard is the best one. No, there's a higher standard, a whole lot higher standard that we can have. We should not assume that the mediocrity that we've had is the ones we should continue to have.
Okay, so you're disappointed in the current president, but John Dramani Mahama did a better job than Nanado, but he's not a better alternative. How about Alan Kyerematen?
Well, he hasn't won yet.
But looking at him, do you think he has the qualities and he has what it takes to do better than
many
the two?
Ghanaians have the qualities of becoming president.
We're talking about Alan here. We're being specific. Alan here.
Alan is in it. I can tell you so many people who are not running for president. Because, first of all...
But these are the ones who are running for president in 2024. Alan is in there. John Dramani Mahama will be in there. Bawumia will be in there. Question is, you don't have too much faith in Bawumia. You are disappointed in Nanado. You say John Mahama, although did better than Nanado, it's still not the best choice for Ghana. Yes. And I'm asking, how about Alan Kyerematen?
Well, I can say he's better than this or better than that. Doesn't mean he's going to win. We have to look at those who have won. If you win, then we'll talk about you. If you have not won, doesn't matter.
Can the NPP win the 2024 elections? Will they win the 2024 elections?
Anything is possible.
Will they?
It will be hard. That's what I'll say. It will be hard. From where I sit now, it will be very hard. Very hard. A miracle has to happen.
A miracle?
Yes.
Where should that miracle come from? Because again, I keep saying that politics is a game of numbers. Now, Alan Kyerematen has moved on to Movement for Change. Definitely will have some following, even from the NPP.
Yes.
With the Boniface, with the Ohinimtos, with the Boabian Samuels, with the...
And it might increase as we go along.
More people are going to leave the NPP?
That's possible, yes. If they don't do things right in a political party, you have to be united. I've said it and said it and said it, and the things Nanado is doing is not bringing unity, it's bringing disunity. He says the right thing, and he does the wrong thing. Right? And so, at any time, you don't know where he stands. Issues come up, instead of him coming to speak to the issue very quickly and calm things down, you behave as if he hasn't heard it. And it goes on and on and on. What did he not do about this Galamsey menace? He comes to Kumasi, go back, come back, go back. Then he got to a point, Kumasi people got upset, started to hoot at him. What shame. How can the president of Ghana, NPP, go to your stronghold and they are hooting? How is that possible? That tells you there is something wrong. Something has gone wrong that needs to be fixed. You understand? But nobody listens to anything. Sit the people down, talk to them, calm people down. But they don't know how to do that. They only know how to throw their weight about. You are in a party. I remember when they went to a funeral at Kumau, and it was said, I wasn't there, that's what I read, that Bawumia's people were heckling Alan Kyerematen.
Mm-hmm.
And I said on the news that Bawumia should call his supporters to order.
Is it the one that took place over the weekend, during the burial?
No, not this one. This one.
But again, this one happened as well. I mean,
yes.
Alan Boys and of course Bawumia guys at the funeral of the late First Lady,
yes.
Teresa.
It's a shameful event. That's not the place you go and do that.
Mm.
Well, anyway, I told him to call his supporters to order.
You told the Vice President?
I said it on the news.
Mm.
They said it. I heard it several places. I didn't hear any statement from him.
Mm.
When you do that, it means you are condoning what they are doing. A statesman should not do that. Even though they are doing it in support of you, you should come and say, no, please, this is not acceptable. We don't want to win this way. We are all brothers. We are opponents. We are not enemies to fight everywhere we meet. You see, you should say those things and to calm your own supporters down. And then you come out and issue an apology. When you do that, it's very difficult for your supporter to do the other thing.
But they have party chairmen who come and say, if you don't insult, if you don't cast insinuations, if you don't attack, if you don't, ridicule your opponent, then you are not, a good party person. Isn't that what the supporters are doing then?
Well, and maybe that is why I'm saying the party is wrong. They don't know what they are doing. Because they are saying the opposite of what I said. What I said is how it's done. This is what brings collegiality, unity. What is it? What do you want as a party? It makes it attractive. They are loving. Who wants to go and join the person who's fighting? That's the point. The person who speaks calmly and calms nails down, no matter what it is, he is the one who attracts people to himself, not the agitated, violent one. No.
I'll come back to our conversation with what this means to the NPP, the fact that some prominent members have left. But you touched on something that is very sensitive to multimedia. That has to do with the Galamsey. And the fact that the president hasn't done much. You're disappointed in his fight against Galamsey?
Haven't done much. You said it too.
No, that's what you're saying. You're saying you're disappointed in him.
Well, we all know that.
So don't put it my words. I'm saying that it's dear to me. And of course, Erastus Asaridonko has done a lot of work exposing the dangers and the risks involved.
Has anything changed?
Nothing.
So if you say he hasn't done
much. But I'm asking you, why do you think it is so? You're a party member. Why is it so? Don't you people care about this country and the environment we have?
Well, I don't know the answer to that. There may be a myriad of answers. But if you look at it, every time the president comes by road to Kumasi, he passes Brim River. Doesn't he see the river or rivers in the world turn red now? Doesn't he see it? How does he feel when he sees it? Look, that river there, if the president stops one day in his convoy, stop everyone, bring soldiers, put a boat on the river, go upstream, find those maniacs who are doing that, it will be headline news. Well, when you say, my goodness, this time the old man is mad. But you pass it, come and go, talk and see the chief. If you're fighting down and say you don't see chiefs, they are not the one doing it. They may be behind it. When you have military people, go to the source. You just go upstream. You will find them.
We hear that some kingpins, bigwigs in political parties, even the NPP, are into this Galamsey. You have names of any such persons?
That is what we heard.
You have names?
Was in it.
Aside from him?
Well, that's the one I have proof of. He came out. The others, they're hiding behind the scenes. See?
Are they so big that the president is scared to touch them?
I don't know exactly why he's not able to take care of that situation. I don't know. If I say anything, it will be speculation because I don't really have the facts on that.
You sound to be concerned about it. You're a member of the NPP. I'm sure that when you speak, they listen to you. What have you done personally? Have you tried to speak to any, member of the NPP, to say, Charlie, Lands and Natural Resources Minister, General Pochale, what's up? What is happening?
No.
What is happening?
They don't have...
No, have you spoken to them?
No, I haven't spoken to... Well, I spoke to this guy who was at sanitation before the woman came. Oh, I've forgotten his name. It's a Northerner. Went to his office and talked to him. What are you doing about the filth in Accra? He said, hey, you think I'm Zoom Lion? That's what he told me.
But the president said he was going to make Accra the cleanest city in Africa.
Well, yes, that's what I was going on. What is happening? Look at the filth in Accra. I've forgotten this gentleman. He was an MP at Sanitation Ministry. Kofi Ada.
Okay.
He said he's not Zoom Lion. You know how many people are in my ministry? He asked me, how am I going to know that? 12. That's what he told me. 12 people. How you expect 12 people to shoot the whole Ghana? I said, not the whole Ghana, just around your building. So it's not, they don't have the tools to work, you understand? If a person is not given the tools to do the job he's supposed to do, how do you blame him?
It looks as if we're failing Ghana. In all spheres, we're failing Ghana.
Big time.
What will it take for us to get things right? What do we need to do?
It's not a thing that you can do right immediately. It takes a while. Now, where we are, we have dug a hole for ourselves. We are not even standing on the surface. We are inside the hole, and it's getting deeper and deeper. Now, look, let me say this, please. We have gone to IMF 17 times also. Number 18 will be 2025. God has said it. When he sent Israel into exile, when others come and conquer you, God said, how long must I punish you? I send you into exile, you don't change. They come and conquer you, you don't change. What is it? How long must I must I punish you? We should ask ourselves that. There's something wrong with us. There's something fundamentally wrong. When you've gone to IMF 17 times and not once have you stopped to say, hold on just a minute, what's going on here? Not one time. You think it's a normal thing?
What is that thing that is wrong with us then?
Who told us that IMF is part of governance? And when you mess things up, then you go there and bring it back and everything goes okay. Who told us that? How many countries have you seen do that? With a possible exception of Argentina. Who told us that? We have everything. We have everything. It's almost like we are crying to God, help us, oh, help us, oh. God said, okay, okay, there's oil over there. Oh, good. Then go and sell the oil even before you start digging. This lithium we found, you just wait and see. Before you find that, it's already been mortgaged, took a loan on it. And the people in charge, in a way, they don't have a choice. Because you have to sustain the government for now, not later. If it's going down, what do you do? Whatever you can do to salvage the government, you do it. And so maybe
can we say the electorate themselves can be blamed for the woes of this country? Because
yes.
We go to the polls, don't we?
We are all Ghanaians, and we get what the politicians think we want. For example, Swami Integet. Swami Integet. How important is Swami Integet? You put the skyscrapers Integet at the roundabout, you come off of it at the cemetery, which is how long from the roundabout? It's about what? Maybe 400 yards from the roundabout. Well, what have you done? Now you are going to face traffic. You don't think about that. What's the point? You want the government to spend all this money over there, and you are still the same.
But if you look at that enclave and the stretch that goes, up north, and we have the big trucks,
yes,
that ply that road, don't you think that we need to have an interchange that could help ease traffic, flow traffic better?
When you don't have money, you have to do what is important.
Is it about money or is it about what we need?
Both. The politician is listening to you. He says they like the VHS, let's do it. Is it true? But when we were paying school fees about 300-400 cities, what's going on? Fine. Now it's free. We pay even more than that.
You think free SHS is a bad policy?
It's a good policy, badly implemented. That's what I think.
What is a bad aspect of it?
It shouldn't be completely free because we are not in a position to do that. If you are not in a position to do that, it's like a guy who maybe he won the lottery just a little bit money, and he says he's going to buy a car for sure. He wants a Cadillac.
So what would you have loved for us to have done with the free SHS, if not completely free?
The finance minister said it.
Yes, he did.
He said it, but you didn't listen. Those who can afford to pay must pay. Those who cannot must be helped. That's how. This is the principle of governance, and we can find out who can pay and who cannot. We can find out very easily. You understand? You got all these national service people. What they do? Nothing really. They go to national service. What they do? Get them to do the mapping. Go to the market. How much do you make? Pay the right taxes. And those who cannot pay, secretly send people to their homes. Hometown is house. Ask questions. You will find out who is lying. And then you get it, okay, come here. You say you can't pay, okay, sign your name here. And it says, by my signature, I I authenticate everything I've said here that I'm not able to pay because my employment does not give me that salary, whatever. So help me God, and if government finds out I'm lying, I'm liable to face 10,000 cities charge or 5 years or both. You very quickly say, oh, hold on just a minute, let's look at it again. Maybe I made a mistake somewhere. We don't do that. So anybody can say anything and it goes scot-free. That's what's happening.
I see. Let me go back to the issues of the forfeiture of some members of the NPP. And of course, you have already said that the party doesn't seem to be united. Can they do something between now and 2024 that can salvage the unity and the cracks in the party?
For those people themselves, they don't want to. I don't think they will want to, because when they come out and make such declarations, they know the consequence of it. They are not little people. They know. And they still do it, then that means they've decided that's what they want to do. So for you coming into you're thrown out, they already know that they are not in it. So you should not behave as if you've done something so extraordinary, throwing someone off for feature, whatever. I say leave it for a while. If we leave it for now.
I've got that bit, but what I'm saying is that as we speak currently, you have said that there's disunity in the party. They have also said that some individuals have hijacked the party, running the party as if it's their own and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. The cracks are deepening. They are going into the 2024 election, which of course is crucial. They want to break the 8. NPP this wants to come back, and I'm asking that with all the cracks and all the disunity, can something be done to salvage the NPP going into the 2024?
What needs to be done is not being done. They have not even seen it. They have not started. So how are we going to do it?
What should they be doing?
First and foremost, you have to bring unity to the party.
By doing what?
So many things. Unity comes about so many different
Give us instances. Give us examples.
Okay. It took Esiedun Ketia to come and say that what is this undertaking that NPP was doing, that you will not leave the party
if you don't win the elections,
you will win the elections, this and that, whatever. He says he's very shocked that NPP, with all the so-called, we have the men, lawyers, sit down and write such a document. Don't they know it's useless? If there is a problem in the party, solve the problem, talk about it, not come and sign MOUs. MOU cannot stand up in court. You understand? And so when it came out, when they wanted to do it, it's a desperation thing. And the party should not be desperate.
03220-83596, 03220-83597, 03220-83598. These are our numbers. Call us. You've heard Dr. Richard Amakuba. He says it's not certain who he's going to be voting for. And he says there's something called skirt and blouse. But as to whether he's going to vote for Bawumia, well, he cannot sit here and say. You've heard him say a lot of things that indeed, Nana-Addo has destroyed the NPP, destroyed Ghana. He says, well, if they want to bring unity, they have to do some things. I mean, you've heard Dr. Richard Amakuba. And you know the action taken by the NPP themselves, having, parted ways with some members, some prominent members of the party. What do you make of it all? Kofi Bedu, good morning.
Dave, how are you doing?
I am well, Kofi Bedu. Good to have you, sir.
Dave, I never know that I have a huge listeners in my area. Since I came and said that Mama Can Do, that Mama Can Do has now been my name in that area. They used to call me, hey, Mama Can Do, Mama Can Do. So, don't worry. Mama Can Do. Mama can man this economy. Look, Dave, sacking this support from the party, I think it's a wrong move. It is a wrong move. It is a wrong move because they all, in election, you need every thumb, every member, every voter. Because, look, all these people that they have been sacked, they have children, they have family. So, are you going to tell me that they will turn against their fathers, their husbands, and all that? So, it's a wrong move. And why have they left SK Buafo? SK Buafo was at the launch of Butterfly. He was alongside the Alan Martin. So why have they left him? Why don't they come and tell us that they have sacked SK Buafo too? If they have the fortitude, if they have the strength, if they have the muscle, why are they attacking only these individuals and left SK Buafo? I have a question for you because I heard you saying that Akufo-Addo was dressed, was given a makeup and all that for us to vote for him. Are you not part of those? Because I know very well that you campaigned for him vigorously. So are you not part of those who dress him and push him on us for us to vote for him? If you are disappointed, tell us that you apologize.
I hear you, Kofi Bedu.
Well, yes. You are right. I can never say I wasn't part of it. Actually, I think it was the day before election night. I went to the houses of some of the leaders of NPP who were opposing Nana-Addo, pleading with them. Sometimes they wanted to beat me up, but I went anyway because I believed in him. Until now that I found that he's not the person I thought he was. That's the thing. But to answer your question, even your wife that you sleep on the same bed with, I don't think you know her very well. She can divorce you just like that because maybe you met somebody else. You see, so I didn't know him. I didn't know him the way I should have known him. He's not my uncle. He wasn't my friend before. You see, so what he's saying, his pronouncements is what I went by. You see, the battle is the Lord's.
I hear you. And Kofi Bedu, if they say Mahama can do, let them continue calling you Mahama can do. But what I want to say is, with the SK Boafos, I saw him during the launch of the Movement for Change.
Yes.
But after the NPP's elections and Baumia was, has become the leader, I have never seen him campaign for anybody, aside from that gentleman. So maybe that's why he's still there.
That is how they should see things.
Okay.
Just because he's there on his launching does not mean that he can't change his mind.
Kofi's on the line. Hi, Kofi. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Dave.
Yes.
It is interesting the way people, when they want to speak the truth, they find it difficult. They will go run about it, and at the end of the day, you don't get the head and the tail of whatever they want to put across. Look, David, you said the Ghanaian illiterate must be blamed. Must be blamed for what? We just go to the polls, vote for a presidential candidate, hoping that he will come and do something better for Ghana. And so if the person comes and he does not do well, do you blame the illiterate? You don't blame the illiterate. Moving forward, he said some interchange is not important for now. And you asked him, what is important? And he could not get us anything that is important than some interchange for now. He also said that NPP, there are some cracks in the NPP and they have to mend it. You asked him, how should they go about it? He said they should foster peace. And he said, peace, yes. How do they go about ensuring peace? And he's going round. I mean,
all right, Kofi, thanks very much for joining us. George is next on the line. Ken, hold the line for me. Hi, George. Good morning.
Good morning, David. How are you, my brother?
I am well, George. Good to have you. So, your thoughts?
David, I applaud the man that you are interviewing today. If NPP have ears, let them listen. David, Nanado did not come because of Ghanaians. Looking at what he's doing, he came because of his family and friends. Look at the key financial institutions in this country. They are all held by Nanado's people. David, you see, we need people. That is why things have happened in Burkina, Niger, and Mali. We need a man who has this nation at heart. The nation is broken into pieces. But one thing is that John Dramani Mahama is having unfinished business because he was on track. But because of what these people said, Ghanaians believe that Nanado will do better. But looking at this, John Mahama has unfinished business to come and complete.
Hey, you, Josh. Thanks very much, sir, for joining us. 03220-83596, 03220-83597, 03220-83598. These are the numbers you can reach us on. We're also live on Love in the Morning on Facebook. Join us there and drop some comments. Ken, good morning. Welcome.
Good morning, David.
Welcome, sir.
Yeah, David. For me, I used to say a political party is always like an ecological colony. When one person leaves the colony, it becomes weak. So that is what has happened, or that is what will happen to the NPP party. I don't know the reason why they have designed a constitution that says when one person gives his support to another from the party, the person has to leave. Didn't they thought or think about that? That when a person leaves, a vote, like you said, a vote counts. So when one person leaves, definitely it will weaken the party. And then I'm just I don't know whether I should be happy with it. I don't understand why Mr. CLL, that's how I call him, is also adding insult to injury. Instead of him to think about how to reform the party as being the flag bearer of the party, He's also not doing that. You see, what the doctor is saying there, or the professor, I should put it, is saying there is a true reflection of what is happening to the party. And I will urge them to listen to advice, sit down to reform their party.
Ken, I don't want to have an ambiguity here. Who is CLL?
Oh, I mean, competent legendary lie. And everybody knows him.
I hear you. It's all right. Thank you. Daniel, good morning and welcome.
Hello, good morning, Uncle Dave.
Yes, boss. Let's hear you, sir.
Uncle Dave, you see how Prof is speaking. It's so painful in NPP that whenever someone wants to speak the truth to power, always the party will tell that person that, oh, he is bitter. Because Prof has been people have been accusing him that because he didn't get appointment in Nanado's government that he is bitter. But Prof is telling us the truth. And look at what is happening in our party. The party is totally in disarray. Uncle Dave, have a nice morning.
Have a great day. Samuel, you are a final caller. Welcome, Sammy.
Good morning, Dave.
Hi, Samuel. Long time.
I hope you are doing good.
I am well, sir.
Thank you. You see, David, as I keep saying, Ghanaian voters, they will always be disappointed by the current politicians. No, you see, from 2008 coming to 2017, if Nana Akufo-Addo had not been elected president, about majority of Ghanaians would have said the best president Ghana never had was Akufo-Addo. I can tell you. And from 2008 to 2017, the rate of trust that people had for Akufo-Addo, I tell you, even if you have Jesus Christ on ballot paper, Akufo-Addo would have won. But look at the kind of performance Akufo-Addo is exhibiting. Let me ask you, David, and ask the senior man in your studio. In Ghana here, whom do you think Akufo-Addo respects most as an elder whom he takes advice from? Do you know that person? Do you know a person in Ghana whom Alan Trematon respects most? Do you have anyone in mind? If you don't have anyone in mind, think about these two personalities within NPP. John Ajekom Kufuor. If nothing at all, should somebody struggle to find somebody in NPP whom Akufo-Addo should respect? I don't think so. When Alan Trematon's situation started, what did Akufo-Addo do? Who are the persons Akufo-Addo sent delegates to go and talk to so that they can talk to Alan Trematon? Don't we have Kufuor in the country? Has Kufuor also resigned from the party? Come to Kumasi here. Who does Alan Trematon respect most?
I hear you, Sammy. I would have loved for you to go on and on and on, but time is not our friend right now. Thanks very much for calling. What we can do is we'll spend some 4 minutes or 5 minutes on our WhatsApp console. Take a listen to what people are also saying per our conversation.
Good morning, David. I'm Isaac. Dave, you see, Dr. Makuba is one of the resolute and assertive Ghanaians I've ever known. He sticks to what he says, and I think MPP losing him, I'm not saying he has left the party, but it is clear that NPP has lost him. And at the same time, the firing of these four gentlemen, tell it, any party looking to win power doesn't behave this way. NPP knows they've lost the elections, so this is no news. They know.
They are ruling from opposition. They themselves, they know it. Good morning, Mr. Akwete. Mr. Akwete, this is Tony, messaging from Aswasi. Mr. Akwete, whether the NPP sack all their members or they maintain all their members, they are already in opposition. They are ruling from opposition. They themselves, they know it. That's why they are arrogant when you tell them the truth. They lost power right after the 2020 election. All that was going on in this country. Please, forget about them. We have decided I won't vote for them again.
Good morning, Dave. This is Isaac. You see, in the last of the time, Akoba will not go far in NPP and NDC because that is not the kind of objectivity they want. For them, if the thing is wrong, say it is right. If you criticize them, you are against them. Okay, and I mean, they should sit up there and be sacking people. A lot of us are living voluntarily. I'm a card-holding member and a former TESCOM president. A lot of my colleagues have developed apathy for this party. And that's what they don't know. Okay? So, I mean, all Ghanaians, I mean, this is, in bringing NPP and NDC, nothing will change about the status quo. And we will come back and be complaining the same. How can we be doing the same thing the same way and expect different results? That is why I advocate for movement for change. If for nothing at all, we have a certain representation of a nationalistic perspective. We should not, I mean, be doing the same thing the same way and expect that something will change.
All right, sure. Thanks very much for your voice messages. Thanks very much for your calls and, of course, for your time and for listening to Love in the Morning. Where this man is leaving, is where I want us to end on. He sounds very much like Bache Jacko. When Bache Jacko says that there are many people in the NPP whose hearts, they are there physically and all that, but the heart is not in the NPP. Are you one of them?
I'm getting close to it, but not yet.
I hear you. Dr. Richard Amakopa, thanks very much for your time.
Thank you.
To my team, Joel Abiej, Eugene Oseju, Tulio, Stanley Boaite, we say thank you very much. Thanks very much for being a part of the show today. God willing, we'll come your way again tomorrow with another edition. In a bit, we'll be crossing over to Joy 99.7 for their conversation. Now, you know that the campaign season, is yet to heighten, but we're there already, getting closer to the heights of it. And they have started, making promises and pledges, like I said to you yesterday. They're telling us about policies. Well, they're good policies, but the point is, what are the details? What's in the detail? Should we just sit back and hear them say, for example, we're going to run a 24-hour economy and that's about it? Why can't they tell us what is in the details so we can, find out for ourselves how feasible or prudent it is? That's the conversation on the Super Morning Show shortly. But before we bring that to you, listen, Aye Soko. Betway's cash out just got way better. Our enhanced early partial and auto cash out feature lets you cash your bets out early, cash out a portion of your ongoing bets, or even set your bets to cash out automatically. All this to give you way more control over every thrilling bet you place. What I need you to do is to sign up today at betway.com.gh, and don't forget that terms and conditions apply. It's regulated by the Gaming Commission of Ghana. It's not for persons under the age of 18. Betway, they say, get way more. Now, let me tell you about some good news from MTN. Listen, it's a new world of doing business on your business. And of course, it's a new world of doing business, and your business shouldn't be left out. It's time to get a Momo for Business today to accept payment from over 15 million Momo customers. All you need to do is to register and get your certificate using your Ghana card. Now, applying to be MTN Momo merchant has been made simple and fast. You just have to dial *5051# and follow the prompts, or apply online at momomerchantapplication.mtn.com.gh. Now, you will receive a reference number which you can use to track your application. So don't get caught waiting. Enjoy secure transactions and convenient transactions for your business with MTN Momo today. Note that the application is free, and so you don't have to pay any money to anyone for a merchant payment solution. Report any fraudulent charges using the Momo app, available on Play Store and, of course, on the App Store. I was telling you on Monday that Leo Stanley is a farmer. He farms snails. So he comes to work in the morning, does his radio job, and then when he goes back home, he's into his snail farming. Now, just like him, there's each and every one of us has more than one side, or just more than one thing. That's why ABSA provides banking solutions for the many sides of you. Now, whatever you need for the different sides of you, ABSA has the products and services that can help you get it all done. Join ABSA to get every kind of banking solutions for every kind of you. Visit the nearest ABSA branch or absa.com.gh for more information. And I'm still waiting for my snails. You are showing that for Christmas, homegrown engwa. So although he's into interior decorations, he's also here in engwa. Well, Anointed Electrical Engineering Services Limited is into the sales of ultra-silent generators from 5 kVA to 2005 kVA, and they also undertake, maintain and repair all kinds of diesel engine generators. They also stock genuine spare parts of all kinds of various generators and also do generator rentals. You can find them at Asokwa, TAT Yard of the Ak Mayanka Road. In Accra, the head office is at number 77 Anointed House, and that is off the Odoko Malam Road. You can call them on 0243 480 334 or 055 340 589. Now we can cross over to Joy 99.7 for that conversation. Please stay tuned.
24 hours. Minute chop bars break 24 hours.
Right, this is the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM, and seated with me in studio is Dr. Kabiru Mahama, who is Economic Advisor to the Vice President, Eduji Tamakulu's Director of Legal of the NDC. I mean, I know you two would love to talk about the 24-hour economy thing, but before I get into that, Mahama, the Vice President, when he was speaking his form, when he was addressing, NPP delegates, indicated that he had his own vision, he had his own plan. On a thank you tour, he's talking about, a lot of things. Ghanaians are saying, isn't it time for us to probably, for you political parties to start sharing your plans with us? Instead of mounting the campaign platforms, telling us things you want to do, and then when you are questioned after you come into office, you say, I didn't say that. What's causing the delay?
So thank you very much, and good morning to your cherished listeners and to my colleague, Council Eduji. I understand the sentiments of Ghanaians because the drift towards issue-based politics, the transition towards issue or policy-driven politicking is the basis for that call. And when they call for these documents to be presented, I can but just to acknowledge that it's a very good call. That said, such a document becomes a binding contract between you and the people of Ghana. You must get the fine nitty-gritties of it right. And you may be presenting the benchmarks, the pillars of that vision or that policy you want to have, but to present such a detail, you need a very broad consultation. And for us, the Vice President had given some bits and pieces of it. Leveraging on Internet of Things to draft the development of the country, making sure that the health sector is more robust and strengthened. The Vice President mentioned about taking education, STEM education to the next level. All these were bits and pieces, but Ghanaians admittedly will not have a firm hold of these promises if there is no document before them.
Exactly.
Before them to assess that document. Accessing that document and assessing it is the only way we can have a very fine and intelligent conversation around this topic. But that said, you would also understand that the processes takes time. They need to do further consultation. He was their candidate, but now he has to take the inputs of other members of the party who are supposed to help him pursue this goal. I've had discussion with the Vice President, and he mentioned about the fact that he wants to fine-tune this vision he have into a very comprehensive manifesto and to bring it present it formally to the Ghanaian people.
When is he going to finish the fine-tuning?
Those timelines, I will defer them to him because he's the man on the horse. He's the one on the saddle now. But I am sure that within the early part of 2024, we would present this document. It is also
early part of 2024. Early meaning the first quarter?
That is, there's a rational expectation that in the first quarter. In fact, the Vice President is in a hurry. He has always been in a hurry because sometimes he wants to present because he wants to set the narrative like, look, I have come to this space to, drive politics in Ghana based on issues. I have heralded some cut-edging kind of intervention that the people never knew. I have brought to fore the discussion on issues of the economy, issue of transformative agenda that can transform the life of Ghanaians. I have done that. now I am now going to be the one on the ballot. I will need to show something different. I will need to either uphold the standards. The expectation of the Ghanaian people is that I don't need to lower the standard. Now going back to the pedestrian politics of insult, Ghanaians are tired of that. So he wants to come up with a very cogent, very coherent policy document to present to the Ghanaian people. And I think that let's beat the vice president and his team or our team some time. I'm sure that you would have this document and we will discuss it. We'll be very much happy to come back here to discuss such a document. But admittedly, Ghanaians, the lack of patience for such a document is a very well placed one, and we'll be looking forward to presenting that to you next year. And when that is done, we'll have discussion on the practicality, how feasible those policies as presented in that document are or otherwise.
So when you say you would have to fine-tune, do I get the impression that you're currently discussing with your party? Do you have a committee already in place that is fine-tuning it?
What I know